tomorrow. Let me share with you a short idea. So we know that today there are sheets going around. Now today is Yom Haatzmaut, the day in which we celebrate the Haatzmaut-Different, the establishment of the state of Israel. And I will say it's important. It's important to understand, and we know. Unfortunately, I always find that this day gets shrouded in so much. It's just like controversy, about how to celebrate it. What are you celebrating? Should you celebrate it? And so I just want to frame a little bit for the day what it is that we're celebrating. Because like I always say, whatever you choose to do, Hallel, no Hallel, Yom Tiv, not whatever it is, on a hashkafic level, on a theological level, it is important to appreciate the incredible miracle that occurred on this day, and in your own unique personal way to give shevach and todah to HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Because Rabbi say it is a miraculous day. It is an absolutely miraculous day. And if you don't hear the footsteps of Mashiach on a day like this, I think a person, mamish, has to have their hearing checked, because something dramatic is occurring. The nature of that drama, whether it's the beginning of Geula, whether it's already, like Rav Tzio, the HaKohen Kook writes, people call the Hakamas HaMadina Schalta de Geula, beginning of the Geula. He fundamentally disagrees with that. He says the Geula started way before the establishment of the state. The state is another piece in it. So, okay, whether the establishment of the state is a Schalta de Geula, some already further step along in the Geula, or maybe it's not the beginning of the Geula. Maybe not. The person is entitled to feel that way also. Even if you hold that it's not a part of Messianic redemption, which again I personally disagree with, but even if you hold that way, it's still something magnificently amazing. So I think that no matter how you go ahead and you look at it, something amazing happened on this day. So I want to share with you an incredible and beautiful idea by Rav Ariel. Rav Yaakov Ariel is the Rav Harashi. He's occupied many important positions in the religious Zionist movement. The last one is he is currently the chief rabbi of Petach Tikva. And he wrote a number of Sram. He has a beautiful sefer called Me'olei Torah, which actually has essays on the parasha, which is magnificent. And he has a piece on Yom Haatzmaut, and I want to share it with you quickly. He quotes the Gemara Maseches Brachos. Amar Rabbi Yochanan, Ezu ben ha'olam haba. Who is a ben olam haba? Ze ha'somech geula l'tfila shel arvis. Rabbi Yoshua Amar Tfilos be'em sam tziknu. B'may kamiflagi. Rabbi Yochanan savar geula me'arta nami havi. Ela geula ma'al yasa lo havya ela at safra. Rabbi Yeshua ben Levi savar kevin lo havya ela mitzafra lo havya geula ma'al yasa. So we'll say, listen to this. Fundamental machlokes, ultimately again between Rabbi Yochanan and Rabbi Yoshua about geula in Ma'ariv. Geula in Ma'ariv. Is there a din of smichas geula l'tfila by Ma'ariv? Everyone agrees that in Shachris, the smichas geula l'tfila, you have to say Gal Yisrael, and you're not supposed to interrupt, you're supposed to go right into Shemona Esrei. Is there a din, is there an obligation of smichas geula l'tfila by Ma'ariv? So ultimately, Rabbi Yochanan says yes, that who is a ben olam haba? One who is somich geula l'tfila, not just in Shachris, but ultimately again in Ma'ariv as well. Right? So So Rabbi Yoshua ben Levi seems to disagree with that. So says the Gemara, ultimately again, what are they arguing about? So ultimately Rabbi Yochanan holds there's geula at night and there's geula by day. Everyone agrees that the geula by day is a stronger geula, right? Everyone agrees with that, but there's still geula at night. Rabbi Yoshua ben Levi says, at the end of the day, if you hold that the better geula is by day, then that's really the only geula. There's no real geula at night. So we'll say, so just understand what they're arguing halachically. Is in Ma'ariv we say the bracha of Gal Yisrael, but what? We don't go right into after that, right? Remember again, even in Eretz Yisrael, you have what? Hashkiveinu, and in Chutz La'aretz you have Baruch Hashem Li'olam. So we're not juxtaposing. So what's happening over here? So Rabbi Yochanan is saying that even though there's an interruption between Gal Yisrael and Shemona Esrei, that's still called Smichas Geula L'Tfila even at night. It's just that the morning has a stronger Smichas Geula L'Tfila. The morning has a stronger juxtaposition of redemption to Tefillah. But redemption to Tefillah applies both by morning and by night. Whereas Rabbi Yeshua ben Levi says, no, either it's juxtaposed or it's not juxtaposed. Therefore, Smichas Geula Tefillah applies by day, doesn't apply by night. So says Rav Ariel something so beautiful. Kotev machloksam Rabbi Yochanan Rabbi Yeshua ben Levi no'utz biyachso shel adam ha'ma'amin letalichei geula shadayin lehushlomo. I will say, what are they really arguing about? They're arguing about We're arguing about embryonic geula. That what happens when geula has not fully matured, when geula has not yet fully come about. Rabbi Yeshua ben Levi Savar, Shirak geula shlema nechsheves legeula. Rabbi Yeshua holds that geula is only a fully baked process, right? If it's not shalem, then it's not geula. Rak begeulas yom, kisha'or kavar zorech b'miluo. It is only a geula of the day, where the sun shines bright, where the geula is unequivocally clear. That's called geula. Kishebar lo adam shachei nigal legamrei, ra'oi lahasmich geula letfila, ulahodos laHashem al yishuaso va'al hatzalaso. Rabbi will say, when is there a din smichas geula letfila? When is there a din ultimately again of juxtaposing Ga'al Yisrael ultimately to Shmor Esrei? When do we thank Hashem for geula? Only when geula is complete. When is geula complete? By day. Only in the daytime. I will say, what does daytime represent? Daytime represents a time of clarity. Daytime represents a time of unambiguity. Daytime represents a time of unequivocal geula. When there's unequivocal geula, that's when you somech geula letfila. That's when you thank Hashem for geula. But at night, lefnei kain, ein adayin makom letfila. Beforehand, when it's night, although you know there's geula somewhere, you don't give thanks to HaKadosh Baruch Hu for that kind of geula. The only redemption we thank God for is geula bayom, a geula that is clear and unequivocal. Rabbi Yochanan holds shegam geulas laila afa pi shadayin lo hushlama she'ein hi berura she'adayin lota ba'afela af hi geula. Rabbi Yochanan on the other hand holds that what? Even nighttime geula, Rabbi Hossein, which is a bit ambiguous, which is a bit amorphous, which is a bit still unrefined, you still give thanks to HaKadosh Baruch Hu for that geula as well. Yesh lahodos ala avar uletzapos la'asid. You have to give thanks for the past and to look forward to the future. Ulevakish me Hashem sheyamshich es atalich ad hashlamos samaleya. So says Rav Ariel. Ha'alocha nifsekes Rabbi Yochanan. We'll say, how do we paskin? We pass like Rabbi Yochanan. Shagam geulas halayla roi lahasmich latfila. We'll say, we pass like Rabbi Yochanan. And therefore, even at night by Ma'ariv, we are somech geula litfila. The bracha of Gal Yisrael, we say in the brachos after Shema, Elosh geulas halayla geula arichti. We'll say something very interesting. Yet we say Gal Yisrael by Ma'ariv, but then we have Hashkivenu. So the Ritva already comments on this, right? The Ritva says, I don't understand. How can you say that it's somech geula litfila? If what? If you have an interrupting paragraph, to which the Ritva says it's called geula arichta. Sometimes geula is quick and immediate. Sometimes the juxtaposition is clear and apparent. And other times, it's an elongated process. The geula of the nighttime begins with Ga'al Yisrael, goes into Hashkivenu. And guess what, Rabbi say? For us in Chutz La'aretz, it then goes into what? Baruch Hashem li'olam amen v'amen. It's called the geula arichta. It's called an elongated, prolonged geula. Ela shemosifin bracha acheres v'haser me'alinu oyev v'haser satan milfaninu macharenu ein bebakashos elu kedei listeres berachas hagula shalefneyen zu tchunasa shal geulas halayla she geula arichta arucha mumushachas hi hadragis v'itis yesh pa'alios v'yiridos satan milfanimu me'achar cherev v'oyev me'atztadin v'afapi kein b'derech hageula b'derech hateva he biyachas legalos shalefanel. Shabbos says such an incredible idea. We pass like Rabbi Yochanan, right? That there is geula at nighttime, but geula at night looks very different than geula by day. Geula by day is clear. Geula by day is immediate. Geula by day is unequivocal. Geula at nighttime is geula arichta. It's a longer geula, and that geula sometimes is exceptionally termed v'haser me'alinu kol oyev v'orev v'listin v'chayos ros, right? U'mechomene piros hamisrak shos lavo la'olam. There's a lot of difficulty, there's a lot of challenges, but it's still called geula. Hakol modim. Skip down a little bit. He says mikan ve'elech. Skip to the last paragraph just because of time. He says, Gulas halayla ha'itis v'hadargodis mechayeves ma'ametz gadol yosem mitzidenu. Ma'ametz gufenu v'gam nafshi alenu lif'ol ki b'mo yadenu lekidum gulasenu v'liros b'chozos es hazera l'kisem l'chaveras. So we'll say, so again, just to kind of pull this together, Rav Ariel says something so beautiful. What are we celebrating on Yom Haatzmaut? What are we celebrating? Rabbi say it is not the geula by day. It's not. It's not the geula. It's not the smichas geula tefillah of shachris. Right? It's not. Right? The modern day state of Israel has many, many, many imperfections, has many challenges associated with it. So it's not the geula by day. The geula by day is Mashiach. The geula by day, I will say, to be honest, is not a democracy, it's a theocracy. The geula by day ultimately is a Beis Hamikdash. The geula by day is an Eretz Yisrael that has Kedusha in every corner of it. Right? The geula by day, I will say, has so many different features to it. We yearn and we pine for that day. But just because we don't have a geula by day, we pass like Rabbi Yochanan, which says that what? There's smichas geula tefillah by Ma'ariv as well. And the geula of Ma'ariv, Rabosai, is very different than the geula by Shachris. The geula by Shachris is clear, it's unequivocal, and it's undisputable. The geula, the smichas geula of tefillah by Ma'ariv, is long and protracted. You say Gal Yisrael, and then you say Ashkidenu, and you say Baruch Hashem Olam. There are ups and there are downs, there are peaks and there are valleys, there's Kiddusha and there's imperfections, there's a variety of different things. But just because it's a Geula Richta, doesn't mean it's not Geula. And Abba says, positive Ariel, that's what we celebrate ultimately again on Yom Haatzmaut. We celebrate the fact that HaKadosh Baruch Hu gave us, after 2,000 years of diaspora, autonomy and shlita over our land. Is it perfect? Well, to be clear, the land is perfect. Eretz Yisrael is always perfect, and it always has been perfect. So again, the people aren't perfect, because Jews aren't perfect. The construct of a Medina is not perfect, and it presents many challenges religiously and theologically. We know that. But just because it has problems does not mean that ultimately it's not part of the Geula. It's not the daytime Geula. It's the Geula of Ma'ariv. It's the Geula Arichta, but it's Geula nevertheless. Shechianu v'kimanu v'higianu. That we are privileged to live in times where at least we could say, okay, I'm not get up to the Geula by day, but I am most certainly living in the Geula of Ma'ariv. We've at least reached the Geula of Ma'ariv, Rabosai. And to be able to say that we live in the Geula of Ma'ariv, which is the Geula Arichta, a longer, prolonged Geula with many different challenges, is in and of itself an incredible and unimaginable zechus. May we be so committed, Rabosai, over the course of this day, to give shevach and todah to HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Rabosai, like I always say, however you want to do that. You want to say hello with us, you can say hello with us. You want to go ahead and storm out, you could storm out. But just when you storm out, say a few kapitlach of Tehillim while you're taking off your tefillin. I love the things that people choose to make principled stances on. Always very interesting to see. But okay, whatever you do, we love everyone. We love everyone. So whatever you're going to do it with hatzlacha. But just make sure you say it to HaKadosh Baruch Hu. I'm not going to say hello with a bracha, because I'm very makbid on every single word that comes out of my mouth. And therefore, again, I don't want to say all the bracha. Okay, good. I'm such a hakpada like that. So therefore, again, but I'm going to use that koach hadibor ultimately to go ahead and thank you for the Geulas Laila. Thank you for Ma'ariv. Thank you for the Geula Arichta. Thank you for giving me a beautiful, magnificent homeland that I could come home to, that I could visit. Thank you for allowing me to kiss the stones of the kotel. Thank you for allowing me, whatever you love about Eretz Yisrael, to go and learn in the base medrash of the Mir. Thank you for allowing me to go ahead and see the beautiful desert that's come to life. Thank you for allowing me to go to the beautiful north. Thank you for allowing me to see the magnificent south. Thank you for allowing me to go to Chevron, to Tzfas, to Tiberia, whatever it is, for swimming in the Kinneret, or for immersing in the mikvah of the Arizal, whatever it is that you love about Eretz Yisrael, there's so much to love. Thank you, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, for allowing me to live in a time where I get to see the Geulas Laila, and in the zechus of being a part of this nighttime Geula Rabosai. May we be Zochem Yeretz Hashem to see the Geula Bayom, the Smichas Geula L'Tfilah of Shachris, with the coming of Mashiach Mihira B'Yameinu. Amen.